Good afternoon, freshmen and possibly sophomores in your ACP groups today. For today's ACP lesson, we're going to stray a little bit from what we usually do, and we're going to do a little segment entitled School is More Than School. I think all you guys know already that you have 5 classes during the day, but a lot of you guys come to school and get excited about some things beyond those 5 classes, whether it be sports, clubs, extracurriculars, anything like that. So today we're going to go through some of those extracurriculars or opportunities that are beyond the classroom that you might want to participate in. We also do know that some of this information was given out before. I know in the freshman orientation people went home with a handout, but believe it or not, we've heard that some people don't read every single word of every handout they get. So for those who might have missed any messages, we're going to go through some of the opportunities that you'll have and may want to be involved in Brilliant High School this year that are beyond the classroom. Mr. Slender will be first.
I'm going to talk about 2 club opportunities here at the high school, both related to athletics. The first one is Varsity Club. Varsity Club, to be eligible for Varsity Club, you must be a varsity letter winner, at least have achieved 1 varsity letter in your high school career. That is possible for freshmen and sophomores. If you go out for a fall sport and you earn your varsity letter, you would be eligible for Varsity Club. Varsity Club is a service-oriented club, which means we do things for people in the community and around the school. We have about 1 meeting a month. We work concession stands at basketball games. We work at the Brilliant Athletic Department golf outing, and we have a reception before the Fall Sports Awards night. So it's a pretty good club. There are about 50 students that are active in Varsity Club, and there's $5 dues to be in Varsity Club, and you get a long sleeve performance t-shirt if you join Varsity Club. So that's a little bit about that club. The other club I've been asked to talk about is FCA, which stands for Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Technically, you wouldn't have to be in a sport at Brilliant to be in this club. We try to meet one Wednesday in the morning before school per month, and it's just an opportunity for students to get together with what we like to refer to as like-minded individuals that might be in their sport. And we talk a lot about how we can display our Christian values through our sport. And this is eligible for any student athletes, or students in grades 9 through 12. We also have food at our meetings, and we are also a service organization. Did it stop? We're also a service organization. We do a fundraiser in the middle of the school year, around December, around Christmas time, where we donate food and gift cards to families throughout the Brilliant area. That's one of our biggest activities that we get involved in. Typically at meetings for an FCA group, we'll have anywhere from 12 to 25 students that attend, and we'll do a lesson of some sort, whether it's a devotion or a reading. It is non-denominational, so you don't have to feel like you're going to be coming to church at school. That's not what FCA is about, but it's an opportunity to share some of your ideas about Christian values and athletics with your classmates. Enough?
Hola! Join Spanish Club. We watch movies in Spanish and eat authentic foods. We try to do it once a month. We'll see if that happens. Oh, we order t-shirts, and they're fun. That's all for Spanish Club.
Hi, I'm Mr. Daly, here to talk about forensics. It is not forensic science like on CSI or Law & Order SVU. It's public speaking. There are a ton of different categories. You can write your own pieces. You can find pieces other people have written. You can perform with other people. You can perform independently. There are tons of different genres. If you enjoy talking and or reading and or writing, it should be a pretty decent club for you. We have state in Madison every year. That's usually a good time. So if you are interested in joining, come talk to me. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Ms. Notter. Ms. Gerhardt and I are the directors of Project Unify. Project Unify is a club that tries to get the entire school and community working together and working with students with and without intellectual disabilities. We do lots of fun things throughout the school year. We do many events and different projects. One of our main events that we do is the Polar Plunge. It's our fundraiser and probably one of the most fun events that we usually do. We try to eliminate bullying and hurtful names that are used in schools. We try to build on each other and build each other up by doing different team things. So you should take the plunge and join the fun.
Hi, I'm Miss Cundy. I am your agriculture teacher and FFA advisor. So I'm here to talk to you about FFA. FFA is a leadership organization that has roots in agricultural education. You do not have to be living on a farm, working on a farm, or anything connected to farm at all to be a part of us. But if you have a passion for teaching about agriculture or teaching people in general about nature, environmental, sustainability, FFA is for you. But not only teaching, but getting involved with your community and growing yourself as a leader and preparing for your life after high school. The other thing I'm going to be talking about is youth apprenticeship. Freshmen and sophomores, you really can't be doing this until you're a junior or senior, but it's something to think about. Youth apprenticeship is an opportunity for you to be partnered with a business mentor in a career pathway of your choosing, and you start to develop skills and a relationship, and you get to earn money with that business. So it's similar to work release, however, you do get a grade, you are mentored, and you do get a skills proficiency from the Wisconsin Department of Workforce Development. Youth apprenticeship information comes out in January. Sophomores, you're going to want to be looking for that because they will be preparing for your junior year. And freshmen, think about that as you get into your sophomore years as well.
All right, Mr. Van Hyde's back. If you notice the paper getting real close to my eyes, it's because I don't have my right glasses. Just want to patch in on a few things that you may not be aware of as the year goes on. You might or might not. The first one is going to be, speaking of athletics, I don't think we have to worry about promoting all the big athletic teams. They get plenty of promo and nobody really misses those except the swim team. The swim team is a little bit unique in that we have a swim team, but the swimming doesn't happen here and the coach is usually not from here. So if you're interested in the swim team, I'd encourage you to talk to Mr. Capelli and see how and when the signups and things for that work. Some other things that we have involved, one is I am the advisor for something called Big Brothers. I like that program a lot. You will not be able to do that probably until your junior year because Big Brothers is a situation where you take some time out of your study hall and you go to the elementary school and spend time with a young guy over there in like a big buddy situation. So something to look forward to junior and senior year. I think it would be fun as an old guy hanging out with a little 7-year-old who looks up to you like you're God. I think that would be kind of a neat thing, but you do have to have a study hall for it and transportation. So when that time comes, we can always use bodies, but you do have to have a study hall for that to happen. Some other things on the docket from people who aren't here. There's something called FBLA. That's a business organization. You'd hit up Miss Bushman if you had interest in that as far as how that works out. There's something called FCCLA, and that's basically the home ec area, the Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America is what it's called. That'd be Miss Graminsky. That's a very big organization, and I think people who take a lot of Miss Graminsky classes probably want to be in that, so contact her. High mileage vehicle, you have to wait till you're junior or senior. That's a Mr. Littlecoat contact, so if you want to contact Mr. Littlecoat. There is something that very few people have heard of called the Menagerie. The Menagerie is a creative writing and visual arts journal published once each spring. If you want info on that, that would be Miss Rader. Any students in grades 9 through 12, so young students are involved too, but Miss Rader, Menagerie would be one of them. Another one would be National Honor Society. Freshmen don't have to worry about that. We are one of the few schools to let sophomores in National Honor Society, but if your grades are fairly high, you have a chance to be in National Honor Society, which does look good on your resume and college application and things like that. So if you don't get information, you're a high-level senior, you probably want to be asking about that. That was Mrs. Axelrod's group when she retired, but be asking questions, like I said, if you're a high-level senior, sophomore or more, and you get to be mid-year and you're interested. So a couple other quick ones, Pep Club, that's Mrs. Van Lannen if you're interested, and another one is the Science Club, which Mr. Gady would be in charge of. Two more that haven't been mentioned yet. There's a group called Sting Cancer. That's a big group. That's a large organization. They do a lot of good things. Sting Cancer is run by Miss Belinsky. And finally, Student Council. If you're interested in running for Student Council, I think advertisements will be all over. I don't think you'd miss that. But Miss Lee, your English teacher, would be in charge of that. So thank you for listening. I hope this has been somewhat informative, and I hope that most of you get involved in more in school than simply school. Thank you. And it appears I lied. We said we were closing the promo on groups and clubs and things like that. We do have one more late breaking announcement. There's a new group that's coming back, actually an old group that's coming back to the fold. It's called Skills USA. It's run out of the Tech Ed department, so both Mr. Capelli and Mr. Litico would be involved in that. They do things like welding, competitions in welding, sheet metal, construction, things along that nature. So if you're interested in Skills USA, Mr. Litico and Mr. Capelli would be your two go-to people. Thank you.